We have 11 amazing restaurants featuring a wide variety for every price range and appetite. South Point's Garden Buffet has something for everyone at unbeatable prices. Or, if hunger strikes in the middle of the night, join us at Coronado Cafe. The American menu offers breakfast, lunch, or dinner 24 hours a day, plus a Chinese kitchen for authentic Chinese dishes from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. From steak and eggs to wonton soup, it's fast and friendly service 24/7. When you need a quick pick-me-up, you can find it at our state-of-the-art Starbucks just inside the main South Point entrance. Order ahead with the Starbucks app for easy mobile order pickups. Or enjoy your favorites in the relaxing dining area anytime, day or night. If you love Mexican food, Baja Miguel's has all of your south-of-the-border favorites. There are dozens of classics to choose from, like fajitas, ceviche, chimichangas, tacos, and more. And for spirit lovers, Baja's colorful non-smoking tequila bar is right outside.
Hi, I'm Kurt Angle. I represented the United States in the Olympics in 1996 and won a gold medal. Then I parlayed that into a pro wrestling career. I saw a commercial a few years ago.
Tunnel to Towers Foundation made a promise.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation is paying off the mortgages for Gold Star families with young children. I thought, this is really cool. I want to be a part of it. My dad served in the Army for 30 years. We didn't have a lot of money, but he made sure we had what we needed. He set a great example for all of us. He died in a construction accident my freshman year in high school. When he died, we didn't have any income coming in, and we ended up being forced to move out of our house. I was devastated. So I understand what these families are going through, and to have an organization like Tunnel to Towers come in and pick you up and carry you and give you a home to live in, I think that's just amazing. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support these efforts by going to t2t.org or calling 1-844-BRAVEST.
The best part of the nighttime racing season at Los Alamitos is here, as the best quarter horses in the nation set to compete in our biggest race, like the Los Alamitos Super Derby, the Champion of Champions, and the Los Alamitos 2 Million Futurity. Plus, the best bets in night racing continue, like our early and late pick fours, always with the best pools at night. And of course, our Pick 6 promos on Sunday nights. The best part of the year is here at Los Alamitos.
The following is a Race Day Las Vegas presentation in association with Siraco Productions Limited on the Race Day Las Vegas Radio Network.
Live from the gaming capital of the world, time for Race Day Las Vegas, covering the sport of kings with a Las Vegas perspective. Now to the race desk with your host, Ralph Siraco.
From the backstretch to the turf club, at the racebooks and on the internet, to all horse players around the world, a good morning. Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Race Day Las Vegas radio program, coming to you live and direct from the damp gaming capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, and from our studios here at the South Point Hotel Casino Complex on Las Vegas Boulevard and the South Point Streaming Network at YouTube. We welcome you to the show, covering the great sport of kings, Las Vegas style. We're just kind of the rain has stopped, but it is absolutely wet and damp all over the place. I mean, we had nothing but 24-hour rain, sometimes heavy, sometimes light, in the last 24 hours. But it's clearing up a little bit right now here in Las Vegas. And, of course, you know all the trials and tribulations with the rain, the big storm that was down there in Southern California. We'll get to that in just a moment. I want to welcome everybody listening to us on our local anchor radio station here in town as well, Sports Talk 1400 AM, 107.1 FM, and of course all of our other platforms like our websites and your apps that you can get for your devices, and anywhere you get your podcasting. So simply put, however, wherever, whenever. Welcome to the Sunday Race Day Las Vegas radio program. Okay. Well, the weather was the big thing yesterday as far as Southern California was concerned. They canceled the races, and some of the scenes I saw out of Southern California yesterday, it was probably warranted because the rain really came down hard there. And, as soon as they spit on the track in Southern California, they canceled the races. So that's that deal. We're worried and wondering about today, however, because here in Las Vegas, we've gone through that little respite now. We're sitting there in the kind of holding pattern because we're expecting more rain to come in through here in Las Vegas Monday and Tuesday, late tomorrow, and then all of Tuesday. Now, right now, it's 56 degrees and damp out here in Las Vegas. We're only going to get up to 63. So we're only going to move 7 degrees from the low right now to the high of the day. And it's just damp and kind of, it was really a little miserable outside yesterday. But, it was fast, firm, and perfect in the book. And with all that great racing, the Claiming Crown that went on at Churchill Downs, we really had a lot of fun playing the races at Churchill. But as far as the conditions are concerned in Southern California, we have checked. There are no cancellations to this time. So they're expecting ongoing today at Southern California and at Del Mar. And it would be almost a miracle if you didn't have anything but real off-going today at Del Mar. It's only dirt racing. All the races are on the dirt, so there will be no transfers of the turf to the dirt. But that dirt track's going to be off today, and we'll get more from John Lindo, who's right on the scene down there a little bit later on. So that's for Southern California. Now, when we did our racing menu yesterday, Los Alamitos was still on the docket. But about halfway through the day yesterday, Los Alamitos decided to cancel because of the heavy rain that was coming through Southern California. So Los Al was canceled last night as well. So you had no racing at all in Southern California last night. Now, as far as the weather map looks right now, and I'll hit the refresh here, so we'll get the latest on the weather map here. But Southern California, it's still got some clouds that are looming around Southern California. But it looks like San Diego, it's mostly north. Los Angeles on north to the valley, etc., right up to Sacramento. There's still a lot of action going on. But it appears from the weather map that from Los Angeles down to San Diego, very little. So we're hoping that that's the case there. The storms that went through here in Las Vegas are making their way through Utah and Phoenix, and they're heading on their way with the jet stream on through the Midwest and the East. But that'll be later on this week for sure. And as far as any other precipitation around the country, really none to talk about, except for a big swath of clouds, etc., that is north of Maine. So we don't have anything to worry about as far as racing is concerned. We believe there should be no cancellations today for the racetracks. So that's the latest on what's going on as far as the racing, etc. Do want to point out one thing. We were talking about the other day about there's a rash of spills going on right now throughout the country from, the one with Rosario and Gomez that happened on the 7th of this month, right up and through yesterday, too. Because yesterday we had a couple of more spills that happened. One happened at early in the card at Churchill Downs in the second race. Emmanuel Escoval went down in mid-stretch on a horse called Scooch Over. So he went down in that, and hopefully he's okay. And then at Aqueduct, another incident on the turf at Aqueduct in the 10th and final race, going into the first of the two turns of the mile and 16th race on the inner turf course. Chris Elliott fell right out of the saddle on Sharing Wisdom on the first turn. Now, I don't know if the horse slipped or whatever, but he went down, and hopefully he'll be okay too. So he had two more jockeys that went down in racing yesterday. And these things, as a lot of people will tell you, just like when handicappers get hot, or trainers get hot, or jockeys get hot, or they do not, it's all kind of a cyclical thing. So this what's happening with these jockeys is kind of like a cyclical thing, and we'll wait and see and hope that everybody gets around safe today. But a couple of more went down yesterday. As far as Dylan Davis and that bad spill the other day, He has been transferred to the North Shore University Hospital in Manhasset, New York. And this kid's going to be out indefinitely for a while. I can tell you that. He suffered 9 fractured ribs, a broken right collarbone, a right arm fracture, and partially collapsed lung, and a kidney laceration. This all from his spill a couple of days ago in New York. So we're just hoping and concerned and for Dylan Davis to get him back, get him all healed up and back on the racetrack. So our thoughts go out to him and his family. Really a bad result of injuries off of that spill. Now, Ricardo Santana, who was also in that spill, was taken off his final mounts on Friday and was cleared to ride again yesterday. So he appeared to be escaping the worst of it in that spill there. Now, let's take a look at what happened yesterday at Churchill Downs for the Claiming Crown. As far as the Claiming Crown was concerned, that race started, I'll take a look at first at the one race that wasn't a Claiming Crown race, that was a stakes race on the day, and it was the Chaluki Stakes, because that came before the Claiming Crown. It was in the third race at a mile for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up. In this race, Shred the Nar went wire to wire, and I mean, this horse really blistered along on the lead and just kept on going. A big win by Shred the Nar in the Chaluki under Luis Saez. Went gate to wire for Brian Lynch, paid $7.20, outrunning One Magic Filly and Ragtime, the big favorite in that race, who finished third. And then we got to that was a very impressive win, by the way, for Shred the Nard. Okay, now we get into the Claiming Crown races. The first one up was the Rocket Express at 6 furlongs on the main. The winner there was Concrete Glory, Irad Ortiz Jr. for Safi Joseph Jr., paying $3.76 as the favorite in that race. Wound Up was second, and Empire's Best finished third in that heat. Then the Claiming Crown Tierra on the turf for the fillies and mares at 1 16th was the 5th race on the card. There, Ashima wins that. Another favorite winning there in a big, bulky field. Ashima coming just off the pace for Irad Ortiz Jr.'s second win in the row. He was also on Concrete Glory, so he won the first 2 Claiming Crown races. This one for Sal Santoro, and the winner paid $6.78, outrunning Settling Storm, and finishing third was Goats on a Tree. In the Coaching Club Iron Horse at 1 16th for 3-year-olds and up, the winner there was Curlin's Malibu. Curlin's Malibu for trainer Joe Sharp gave Luis Saez his second win of the day. So in the first 6 races on the day and the first 5 stakes races on the day, the first 4 stakes races on the day, Irad won 2 of them and Luis Saez won 2 of them. Curlin's Malibu paid $8.82, outrunning Freedom Road and Time for Trouble. Then in the Claiming Crown Slipper Stakes for fillies and mares at 1 mile on the main, Next Girl won by the slimmest of noses, a head bob at exactly the right time on the finish line. This race, there shouldn't have been a loser. Finishing second in the race was Sadie the Goat. Now, Sadie the Goat and Next Girl went just stride for most of the way around the track, and certainly all the way through the stretch. As a matter of fact, the second place finisher in the race, Sadie the Goat, had the lead for most of the way. Next Girl got past her by about a head, a good head to half a neck. But then Sadie the Goat came back, and it was snapped right at the wire that Next Girl holds on and wins for Jose Ortiz and T.W. Bales. The winner there paid $8.24, one of the favorites in the race. Sadie the Goat, wow, what a big race from this horse to finish second. And Pink Rose was a distant third. In the Claiming Crown Memorial, Tom Metzer Memorial, this mostly for it was named after the Canterbury Park, which was the original host of the Claiming Crown years ago. That race winner was Sharp Note under Jose Ortiz. So Jose Ortiz won back-to-back claiming crown races with Next Girl and this one, Sharp Note, for Mike Maker, paying $19 even, outrunning Final Verdict and High Front. And Mike Maker, by the way, a $19 winner for the trainer who is the winningest claiming crown trainer in the history of this event. Mike Maker's horse, $19 in that 8th race. The 9th race was the Claiming Crown Rapid Transit at 7 furlongs. Winner there was Nation, who just surged from a pack of horses at about the 3/16th pole and pulled away to win. Nation, Irad Ortiz Jr.'s 3rd win of the day. For Bob Hess Jr., Nation paid $15.64 in a solid win there. My Noble Knight was 2nd, and Unlimited Potential finished 3rd in the bulky full field in the Rapid Transit at 7 furlongs. And then the main event was the $200,000 Claiming Crown Jewel at 1 1/8 on the main track. And in that race, the winner was Double Your Money, a long shot, with Medicius Gonzalez aboard for Benjamin Dunn. These are the type of people that you want winning a Claiming Crown race. They're just a hard-working, hard-knocking, lunch pail type of people who won the big race yesterday. Double Your Money, by the way, did double his money. He had about $200,000 in earnings before the race. This was a $200,000 race, so he doubled his money by winning the race. $21.46 for the win there, outrunning Cadet Corps and Walaka, who finished 3rd in that race. Navajo Warrior, the race favorite in the race. This was a bulky field, too, a full field. I think there were 15 horses in the race, but Navajo Warrior, the big favorite in the race that broke from post 12, got jammed up big time at the top of the stretch and had a wall of horses in front of him. Never could get out, and by the time he got out, Double Your Money was well gone. Navajo Warrior finished off the board, by the way, in the race, in the Jewel. And, of course, that was the big race of the Claiming Crown. And the last race of the Claiming Crown, the 11th race on the card, was the Emerald at 1 16 on the turf for 3-year-olds and up. The winner there was Echo Lane, who repeated the victory in the Emerald from last year. So the defending champion wins again, Echo Lane, giving Luis Saez his 3rd win of the day for Rohan Crichton, paid $6.90, outrunning Gerwitz trainer, and finishing 3rd in the race. I know I screwed up that name. Kings Curlin was 3rd in the race. But in any case, Echo Lane wins it big. Saez now has tied for the most Claiming Crown wins with that win there. And it was a big day of racing all over at Churchill Downs. Really some fantastic racing for the backbone people of this game that have claiming horses that fill those races across the country every day. And it was their big day there. And they had some exciting finishes, good, exciting finishes there. The pick 6 paid $17,785 and 74 cents. And the big, in that last race, the winner that only paid $6.90, but the dollar super high 5 in that race, the winning numbers were 9, 1, 10, 4, 2. The super high 5 paid over $50,000, $50,891.16 to wind up the races at Churchill Downs yesterday in the Claiming Crown. It was really a fun day of racing there, that's for sure. Back out at the Big A on the East Coast, Flavien Prat was limited to only 3 wins on the day. He won the 6th race for his first win for Mike Maker, paying $13.88. Prat came back to win the Jockey Club Oaks, the 300,000 Grade 3 feature of the day with Fionn. Fionn got the job done under Flavien Prat. That was also his 2nd win of the day for trainer Brad Cox, $4.82 as the favorite, outrunning the 2nd favorite in the race, Laurelin, who finished 2nd in the race, and Don't Jinx It was 3rd in the Jockey Club Oaks. And the other feature race of the day was the Knickerbocker at 1 1/8 on the outer turf course, and Flavien Prat got his 3rd win of the day in the Knickerbocker. So Prat wins 3 races, 2 of them, of course, the only 2 stakes races on the day at Aqueduct, with Ohana Honor. Ohana Honor paid $3.98 as the favorite for trainer Shug McGahee, outrunning Naptown and future Fuerteventura, who finished 3rd in the race. And, of course, that last race is the race that Elliott went down on the first turn. And the pick six at Aqueduct paid $6,392 and a couple of pennies there. Woodbine yesterday featured the Kennedy Road Stakes. Trainer Mark Cassie had 3 winners on the day, and so did Pietro Moran, but they didn't win the big race. The big race was won by No Balls, who won this particular race last year, defended the title, and won again this year. No Balls under Rafael Hernandez paid $3.80 for trainer Larry Rivelli. Finishing second in the race was Awesome Bourbon with Moran aboard, and finishing third was Society's Thunder in the Kennedy Road. Gulfstream Park had the Juvenile Filly Sprint. I can tell you this, watching this race, this horse ran off the board. The winner was a zip code in front of the second place horse, and that was Tessellate. Tessellate wins easily for Edgar Zayed's third win on the day for Safi Joseph Jr., paying $5.40. Big win there, big runaway win for that winner there, the 2-year-old filly. And Emisial Jaramillo had 4 wins on the day but couldn't win the feature. And that's just about how it went yesterday. All right. We got a lot to cover today. We got our handicappers with us. Jonathan Nardoon's with us. Of course, Rich Ang, he'll have a NFL pick as well for us. And, of course, John Lindo giving us the latest from Southern California, and Jerry Jackowitz as well, plus your racing menu, which will be coming up next as soon as we take this first break on this Sunday show. Get chatting away on the chat board, and you can do that by just subscribing. Subscription is free, and they're chatting away on the chat board. We'll be right back.
South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
The best part of the nighttime racing season at Los Alamitos is here, as the best quarter horses in the nation set to compete in our biggest race, like the Los Alamitos Super Derby, the Champion of Champions, and the Los Alamitos 2 Million Futurity. Plus, the best bets in night racing continue, like our early and late pick 4s, always with the best pools at night. And of course, our pick 6 promos on Sunday nights. The best part of the year is here at Los Alamitos.
Okay, back on Race Day Las Vegas. Well, it's November 16th. It's right in the middle of the November, the 11th month of this year, and it's finally getting cold out there a little bit. But Miami has 81 degrees, in case you're jealous. Miami's 81. You know what I'm going to tell you at the end, but here's New York is 57 degrees, Chicago 49, and in Southern California it's going to get up to 60 degrees, and there's still some rain in the area, but I don't think it's going to hit Del Mar. We'll wait and see. John Lindo is down there. Phoenix, Arizona is 71, and it's not the hottest place in the nation today. You know what it is. Brownsville, Texas is going to get to 90. What can I tell you? I guess it is the hot spot in America, that's for sure. In any case, looks like it's no cancellations as of yet. We checked again. Here's your racing menu for today. First post times are Pacific. So if you're in the Pacific time zone, if you're coming out here to the South Point, because it's always fast, firm, and perfect in the book, no matter what's going on outside, these will be the first post times that roll out in the race book today. We are in the Pacific time zone. If you're not, adjust to it, or you're going to miss something. And I don't want you to miss anything like I miss Mom and Dad, okay? We begin with Laurel Park. Laurel Park's got 13 races today and mostly full fields. First post time at Laurel today is set at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock at Laurel this morning. And the Pick 6 jackpot carryover is $1,081 at Laurel today, okay? First post time at Laurel is set at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. at Laurel. All right, Aqueduct, the big A in New York. They were expecting rain, but they didn't get much of it, and it's a beautiful day today at Aqueduct. So says Mr. Hardoon, and he's our weatherman there. John's our weatherman in Southern California. Jonathan's our weatherman in New York, and the Weather Channel can just be a backup, let's say. Anyhow, first post time at the Big A today is at 9:10. 9:10 at the Big A. A couple of stakes races. The Grade 3 Pebbles Stakes at a mile on the inner turf course. By the way, they are on the turf course today at Aqueduct. All the main track only horses have been scratched. Main track onlys are out now. The Pebble at a mile on the inner turf sees 6 go in that race before any scratches. And the 9-5 favorite is Fast Market, which was supposed to be ridden by Dylan Davis, so you know there'll be a replacement jockey there. Close second choice in the race at 2-1 is Peak Hype, and that is the Pebble Stakes, the third on the card. Then the other stakes race is the Forever Together Stakes. That'll be the 7th on the card. At a mile and 16th on the outer turf course for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up. A field of 10 before any scratches there. And the 6-5 favorite is oversubscribed. Oversubscribed is the 6-5 favorite in that one. 9 races today at the Big A, and a first post time of 9:10. 9:10 at Aqueduct. Gulfstream Park has 10 races. Gulfstream Park has a Pick 6 Rainbow Jackpot carryover, $70,151. 10 races at Gulfstream. First post time is at 9:20. Then we have Churchill Downs, the day after the Claiming Crown. 10 races today at Churchill, and their Pick 6 Jackpot carryover stands at $128,820 in the Pick 6 Jackpot today at Churchill. 10 races. First post time is at 10 a.m. at Churchill Downs. Woodbine, north of the border, 12 races. A couple of stakes races. The Lake Ontario, Colts and Geldings 3-year-olds at a mile and 16th is the 10th race on the card. And in that one, 3-1 favorite there is Dark Screen. That'll break from the rail. Then the Ashbridges Bay Stakes is the 11th on the card for 3-year-old fillies at a mile and 16th. And of the field of 8 before scratches, the 2-1 favorite there is Ella It Is. Ella It Is the 2-1 favorite there. 12 races today at Woodbine. Their carryovers, Super High 5 Jackpot carryover at Woodbine, $139,675. That in the Woodbine carryover in the Super High 5 Jackpot. And their first post time for 12 races is at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Make that 10:05. I'm sorry, 10:05 at Woodbine. All right, Del Mar. We're crossing our fingers, hoping that Del Mar goes today. We will hope it does. And if they do, the first post time is 12:30 at Del Mar today. 9 races. The feature race today is the Desi Arnaz Stakes. It's the 8th race on the card. 7 furlongs for 2-year-olds. 6 entered in the race before any scratches. Favoritism is going to be between Hamika at 3-5 and Rivera at 2-1. That's the Desi Arnaz. By the way, scheduled today on the card was the Bob Hope Stakes, but the Bob Hope Stakes didn't get enough entries today, so they're going to re-enter it for Friday. So the Bob Hope Stakes goes to Friday. Desi Arnaz is today. 9 races at Del Mar. First post time is at 12:30. And then we wrap it up with Los Alamitos. And again, crossing our fingers, hoping that Los Al goes tonight. They have 8 races, 2 thoroughbreds, 2 quarter horse and a thoroughbred mixed, and 4 quarter horses. The last 2 races are quarter horse trials. That makes up the 8-race card at Los Alamitos, and Los Alamitos has a Pick 6 carryover of $9,997 tonight, and a first post time of 5:10. 5:10 at Los Alamitos. Okay, now time to go out to Mr. Jonathan Ardoon, our official weatherman. Jonathan, good morning. I'm doing fine, my man. It little waterlogged, but fine.
Well, the weatherman on the East Coast totally blew it. They expected rain all night Saturday into Sunday, and they had about an hour's worth of rain. It's actually a beautiful day today. It's going to hit in the 60s and clear, fast, firm, and ready to go.
All right. Now, I saw you chuckling when I was trying to pronounce the horse that ran second in the Emerald at Churchill.
I couldn't do it, so
I
I'm glad
believe
you tried.
I'm trying again. Gewürzer Traminier. Whatever it
What
is,
number was
we call it the one horse.
That's it.
The one
That's why I
horse.
asked what number he was.
An exciting day, though, in the claiming ground yesterday, I thought.
Yeah, a little something for everybody. By the way, poor Kenny McPeak, he had a horse fall in the second race at Churchill, and then in the last race at New York. Both horses that lost their riders were both Kenny McPeak.
They were both trained by Kenny McPeak, one at Churchill and one at, wow.
What are the chances? Talk about having a bad day, Ralph.
I'm
I had
guessing.
a bad day.
I'm guessing Kenny might have walked under a ladder or had a black cat walk across his path. I don't know, but we'll hope that's the last of the spills for a while. But you know how it goes in racing, just like it does really in life on anything that it goes in streaks and
bunches.
Yeah,
it goes in bunches.
One thing that doesn't go in bunches that keeps annoying us every day is CAW, and that happened yesterday again.
Yeah, they struck at Aqueduct. Let's see what race it was. It was the early race. It was the fourth race, Ralph. Look at these payoffs. First of all, it was a full field of 11 horses.
Yeah.
The winner went off $6.30 to $1. The horse that ran second was 9-1. They gave you a whopping $34 for that exact 6-1 over almost 10-1. $34.
So we're looking at a $14 winner to the second place finisher. That was what did it pay again in place?
$9 and change to place.
Okay. $34, correct? You said?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now in the old days here in Las Vegas, they used to have what they called house quinellas.
House cues. Yeah.
And how they computed that was the win price times half of the place price of the second horse.
Correct.
So we're taking what is that? You said $9, so it'd be 4.5 times.
Yeah, $9.
So it'd be 4.5 times 14, which would be right around $56, $57 for a quinella.
Correct.
For a house quinella.
Right. They gave you $34. So
Man,
doesn't end. Nobody cares. Nobody does anything.
Well, we do care. All of us horse players care. You care. I care. The horse players care.
The people that could make decisions don't seem to care. That's all I said.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. If we keep mentioning it, maybe they'll do something sometime. Who knows? You never can tell. In any case, Flavien Prat just keeps carving up New York, don't he?
Yeah, he's actually not in New York today, so I guess the other riders are happy. He'll leave something for other people.
I saw him listed on a horse in the fifth race today at Del Mar. Now, I can't believe that he flew from New York to go to Del Mar to ride an optional claiming allowance race at 6.5 furlongs for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up. And then I checked the feature race to make sure he's not out there for the feature. He doesn't have a mount in the feature. And I didn't check the rest of the races, but he is named on a horse in the fifth race. So go figure that one out.
I ended up on that horse. It's a Bob Baffert horse. The horse ran once on the dirt, once on the turf. And the horse is coming off of a layoff. I would say they tipped their hand by Pratt coming out. Maybe he was scheduled to ride in the stake that didn't fill. I think John Lindo said something about that. So maybe that's why he committed to come out here. Let's see if there's a rider change. But the fact that he's entered on one horse, he could have ridden in New York, he could have ridden in Kentucky, he could have ridden anywhere. He's flying across the country to ride in a horse for Baffert. So either the horse is extremely good, which could be, but.
All right, two things. One, this is a race for 3-year-olds and up, so he's not looking for a Derby mount for next year on a 2-year-old. Okay?
No.
Okay?
Right.
That's number one. Number two, this guy's been all over the country, back and forth, spending as much time on planes as he is in the winner's circle of the racetracks. You know, he could have just stayed home, laid on the couch, and played with the kids.
That's what I'm saying. Let's see if there's a rider change, But the fact that he's riding this, that he's even listed to ride this horse, certainly has tipped their hand.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that. There might be a jockey change there. We'll see if John has any more insight on that for sure. But in any case, he's named. He's not riding at Aqueduct today, but he is named at Del Mar. And our thoughts and our prayers really go out to Dylan Davis. He took a spill. that, normally when you take a spill like that, a jock will, get like, I got a broken collarbone, a couple of broken ribs or whatever. But this guy has a multitude of injuries off of that spill.
He checked every box, Ralph. It was horrible what happened to him. A lot of times guys fall, it doesn't look so bad. It turns out to be a disaster.
Yeah.
I remember years back when Ramon Dominguez got thrown from a horse. It didn't look like it was anything, but it caused him to retire and
Yep.
give up his career. So you never know how those falls turn out. Sometimes they're lucky. Listen, when you fall and you got everyone coming behind you, someone's going to step on you. It's a miracle that more people don't get hurt or really killed, to be honest with you. This is it's not an easy game. So you want to give it to jockeys and give them a hard time, go ahead. But remember what they have to go through. Not only that, they don't get to eat every day. They eat a morsel of food, and that's the life they chose. And then they fly all over the world. Look at Pratt. He's in New York. He's in California. It's like taking an Uber for him. Nothing. He just gets on the plane and comes back and rides the next day.
Well, you're right. They are two things that universal about jockeys. They can make the weight, and they're very brave to ride those horses. As the betting public and the people who pay the bills, we can criticize a ride, and we can criticize a jockey in a ride. That's fine. We paid the price to do that, but nowhere along the line should we ever wish them any bad luck as far as falling off a horse or whatever. That's the line you draw that you just don't cross. It's called being, humanity, for goodness sakes. And
being a human being.
Yeah.
By the way, Ralph, like they always say, no other profession does an ambulance follow you around on your job. Every race they have the ambulance following you.
That's true. And if they don't have a passenger, that's a good race.
Yes.
A couple of things though. You mentioned Rodriguez. I can't. The jockey you just named that fell and had to retire.
Oh, Ramon Dominguez.
Ramon Dominguez,
right.
And a jockey during my period of time, Lafitte Pincay, both took spills at the top of their game. They were the top of their game in their respective years and the respective jurisdictions, and both of them took a spill. They recovered from the spill, but the doctors told them that if you ever fall again, you could be paralyzed. And so they had to retire from the game off of those spills, even though they recovered from the injury.
You remember the Pincay incident? It was when they were coming down the hillside turf course, and it was going over the dirt, and some horse bolted into him. He went flying, and you're right. It was a miracle he got up and walked away, but they told him, if you ride again, we're not responsible because the next fall could be the last fall for you. So,
that's for sure. So they take they run the risk and they take their lives into their hand every time they ride these horses. But it is amazing how many horses, how many races, how fast they go, how tight they are, etc. That they're really professionals and they know their game. Because although we talk about the injuries, we talk about the spills, there's a multitude of races that happen every day that come out, the horses and jockeys come out safe and good competition. And that's what we're hoping for today. And with that, we're going to try to get a couple of winners out of you there, Jonathan.
All right, Ralph, let's look at Aqueduct's second race today. It's a mile on the main track, and I love the number 6 horse in here, Metatron, a 4-year-old gelding who gets a barn switch today, goes first time for Tom Morley. It's this horse's third start back off of a layoff. He ran very well last time out at a mile. He's going to graduate and beat this group. 7-2 on the morning line. Number 6, Metatron, is a pick 5, pick 4, pick 3, double single in today's second race, number 6, Metatron.
And not to mention a win bet.
Well, you don't need it, but okay.
Yeah, sure you do. If the horse is going to win, get that win bet down first. In the second race, number 6, Metatron, the 6 Metatron in the second race at the Big A in New York, and we'll get something out of Del Mar from you.
Well, we talked about it. You tipped it off in the 5th race today, number 4, Brilliantly, a 3-year-old filly from the Bob Baffert barn. Goes back to the dirt today. She's been away since March 16th. Flavian Pratt comes in to ride his only mount, 7-2 on the morning line. I don't believe this horse will be 7-2. I think it's a bad morning line. I think she'll be a lot shorter. And if Pratt really shows up to ride, well, it only confirms how good she is. Number 4, Brilliantly, wins today's 5th race out at Del Mar.
She might very well be appropriately named in the name Brilliantly. In any case, the 5th race, number 4. Let's say Pratt isn't riding. You'll take any rider on the horse, right?
Yeah, I'm betting horses. I don't bet riders.
Okay,
so.
all right. Well,
Correct.
you made mention of Pratt. That's why I said. Okay,
Well,
so
it just was a strange situation. I
Yeah.
wanted to point it out.
yeah, absolutely. 5th race, the anchor in both the early pick 4 and early pick 5. Jonathan's got a single for you, number 4, Brilliantly, the 4 in the 5th race at Del Mar. And I would think that those are the 2 picks you're going to give us today, right?
That's correct. You can go to the website for all the rest, JONHARDOON.com.
And he has full sheet for Del Mar, for the Big A, and for Churchill Downs.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thanks, Ralph. Stay safe. Be well. We'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah, take a couple of days off. Why don't you, Jonathan? Thanks a lot, Jonathan. It's always fun talking to him. Anyhow, we'll be right back with Rich Eng, and I do believe he's got a football pick for us, too, as well. Don't go away.
Thank you, buddy.
There are many families that need your help. I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I'm asking you to support the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in their efforts to deliver mortgage-free homes to catastrophically injured service members, Gold Star, and fallen first responders families with young children, as well as eradicating homelessness amongst our veterans. Everybody knows where the money's going, every single dollar. God bless you. Please contribute $11 a month to support their efforts by visiting t2t.org.
Are you ready to lock in your bets and cash in on the games this weekend? Get weekly football winners from Alex White, Chris Andrews, and Vinny Malulo.
I did take the dog 3.5.
I'm going to stay with the Colts here. That's definitely going to be one of my plays.
If the Bears have turned the corner, they have to take care of business in this game.
Yes.
Tune in for behind-the-book perspectives you won't find anywhere else.
Well, if you're looking to bet the under, you're going to get a better number.
The wise guys are certainly not going to play the favorites.
I know if it hits 7, don't blink. Maybe that's what bettors are waiting for.
Every NFL matchup, every college game that matters, the spreads, the stats, and the smart money plays.
Is there a way to bet against both teams?
Get your winning edge with Football Frenzy, streaming on YouTube every Friday at noon Pacific.
All right, back on Race Day Las Vegas. Time to go out to Rich Eng standing by. Richie, good morning.
Good morning, Ralphie. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners.
All right, my man. Well, some funny things happened yesterday, both on the racetrack and certainly on the gridiron with college football. And now we're getting down to the nitty gritty, you know, when we get now they got the rankings for the playoffs for the college football. So those guys, the ones that are ranked up there are going out and playing, and the ones who aren't ranked up there and playing them are giving their best, that's for sure. And of course, the NFL is getting down to crunch time, too. We're already halfway through the NFL season. So what do you see in football right now?
Well, my pick yesterday didn't. The Georgia Tech won on a last-second field goal, but that certainly wasn't enough to cover 16 points.
No.
So I apologize for that. But as far as today's NFL, I actually like the Miami Dolphins, but I forgot the game was in Madrid, Spain. So they're playing right now. But I'll give out the game 469, 470 on the rotation. It's the 49ers at the Cardinals in Glendale. I really like the 49ers at this spot, -2.5. Arizona's really beat up on the wide receiver and the secondary, and I think that's a good remedy for the 49ers to get well. 49ers actually played pretty well last week against the Rams, but they couldn't get any defensive stops, but the offense was moving the ball up and down the field, just couldn't keep up. But let's go with the 49ers today, Ralph, against the Cardinals.
All right, the 49ers -2.5 against the Cardinals, and I believe that's an afternoon game, right?
Yeah, it's like a 105 start in Vegas.
All right. By the way, you're watching that game, and what's going on with Miami?
Well, the last time I saw it was 6-3 Miami, but that was about 10 or 15 minutes ago. So
well,
I don't know what's happening.
Plenty of football yet to go. All right, let's get a pick from you. Horse.
Del Mar, race 4. I hope they go. It's all on the main track, claiming 25 in a sprint. I got a nice price play, Ralph. Number 5, Don't Fly Standby, is 8-1 in the morning
Oh,
line with
yeah.
David Cohen. This horse ran in a lot of stakes races at the Turf Paradise and Canterbury and some other places. I think that fits well class-wise for a claiming 25 in Southern California. Should get a stalking trip and finish under Cohen. 8-1 on the morning line. The 5, Don't Fly Standby.
All right, the 4th race today at Del Mar. We got 2 pieces of the early pick 4 and early pick 5 between Richie and Jonathan. So in the 4th race, Richie likes number 5, Don't Fly Standby, the 5 in the 4th race. And don't forget, Richie's got a full handicap for all of Del Mar races today, right now at the racedaylasvegas.com websites. All right, thanks a lot, Richie, and enjoy your football and horse racing today. We'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Hey, thanks, Ralph. Good luck, everybody.
We're going to wrap it up with one more segment. Of course, our closing segment, you know what it is. John and Jerry are standing by. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world.
The best part of the nighttime racing season at Los Alamitos is here, as the best quarter horses in the nation set to compete in our biggest race, like the Los Alamitos Super Derby, the Champion of Champions, and the Los Alamitos 2 Million Futurity. Plus, the best bets in night racing continue, like our early and late pick 4s, always with the best pools at night. And of course, our pick 6 promos on Sunday nights. The best part of the year is here at Los Alamitos.
The Race Day Las Vegas Show, the only exclusive daily local media racing information source in Las Vegas.
Alrighty, back on Race Day Las Vegas. Now let's go out to Southern California and see if the sun is shining, or John Lindo will let us know. John, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph. We had a pretty good shower about 6:30 this morning. Not raining now. A little bit of sun out there. It's supposed to clear out through the day, so we'll see where we're at. The main track at Del Mar was closed. No training this morning. So when we get to the races this afternoon, I've got to think there's some water on that track. I don't know if they could cut it open. It might be one of those wet, fast situations when we race.
But they are still a go as of right now.
As of right now, no changes. We're still set to go.
Okay. And, of course, an interesting day yesterday at the Claiming Crown in Churchill Downs. Some really nice and good battles, good interest. You know, the hard-knocking backbone of this racing really showed up yesterday.
I love those claiming horses. You mentioned that race, the 1 mile race where Sadie the Goat got beat a photo. Boy, did she run too good to lose.
Yeah.
And just in general, you have these horses that want to win. And the race early were wound up from California, got beat a nose in that sprint. I think it was a Concrete Glory. I can't remember who beat him, but that was a really good race too.
Yeah, it was, if I can get the sheet here, and the one that won by a nose was Next Girl beating Sadie the Goat.
Right, yeah, that was the Philly Mare race, and there was a 6 furlong sprint to start it off. That 4th race was really good.
Oh yeah, that was Concrete Glory, yes, and then also battle with Wound Up, who finished second in that race. Yeah, it was good racing overall.
Love those kind of horses.
Let me ask you real quick before we get to a pick from you, and this could be unfair, but I'm asking a handicapper, and so I'll just put the question out there. What do you think we're going to see today as far as any type of biases on the racetrack, if any?
Well, speed's been good on that main track for a while, and if the track is rolled and not cut open, I would assume speed's going to be good today. I'm going to go with that assumption until it shows me otherwise.
Okay. And I guess if Del Mar is anything like most traditional racetracks are, the water will drain towards the inside, toward the inner rail and inside as well.
Yeah, well, they haven't been on it since after the race is Friday, so it ought to be there shouldn't be any bad spots on that racetrack today.
Final thought: Flavien Prat, one mount.
I think he was supposed to ride a horse named Boyd in the Bob Hope Stakes, which did not fill. There were only 2 entries today. It's back on for Friday. I think that's why he is out here. I don't know if he's here to ride this allowance race or if there'll be a late jockey change. The changes come up at 10 o'clock today. So I would not be surprised if he took the day off. But, he didn't have any mounts anywhere else because he was committed to coming to California.
Yeah, well, if he takes that long plane ride from New York to California to ride one horse, I think the horse is going to be overbet whether he wins or not. That's for sure. All right, let's get a pick.
All right, I've got 2. I've got one at Churchill Downs. I did the late pick 5 there. So we'll go to Churchill Downs first, race number 7. Number 8, Pagode, is an improving 3-year-old. Adds blinkers today in a race with no early pace. I think he sits on a real good trip, stalking the pace on the outside. 5-1 on the program. Number 8, Pagode, race number 7 at Churchill Downs.
All right, seventh race, real quick. The 7th race at Churchill Downs, number 8, Pagode. Pagode in the 7th race. That's part of the late pick 5, and you have a late pick 5 Lender report here at the South Point free of charge. Now we'll go to Del Mar.
Del Mar, race number 7 as well. Number 7, Berlin Wall, was down on the inside last time, bounced off the fence and got beat a nose. Nice post switch today. A green horse that's going to like being on the outside of horses. 4-1 on the program. Number 7, Berlin Wall, race number 7, Del Mar.
All right, in the 7th race, the 7, easy to remember. 7 in the 7th race, Berlin Wall is John Lindo's pick at Del Mar. Don't forget full Lindo reports for Del Mar with the suggested late pick 4 and all the goodie information. And, of course, the late pick 5 Lindo report for Churchill Downs, both available right here, free of charge at the South Point. And only here in the gaming capital because they love horse players. Thanks a lot, John. Stay dry. We'll talk to you on Wednesday.
You got it, Ralph. Good luck today.
All right. Jerry Jackowitz, I would imagine that you got a little moisture out where you were at here in Las Vegas.
I got a good 3/4 of an inch in my house. I put a bucket in the backyard because I always disagree with the... so I measured it this morning. It was 3/4 of an inch.
Oh, man. Well, we need it. We need the rain, so... Good enough for that. Now we can get it cleared out and go about our business. All right. Well, we got a couple of picks from you. We might as well get started at the Big A.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go to the 3rd race, Ralph. Number 1, Paradise City from Sappy Joseph. This filly went on the turf 2 races ago and just appears to really improve on the turf. So I'm going to stick with her in her 3rd turf race. I'm going to take the 1, Paradise City, 4-1 with Manny Franco. It's a nice price. It's a great win bet right there. But if I play exactas, I'll go 1 over the 2-3-6.
Okay, so primarily this is a win bet because of the good morning line at 4-1. The 1 horse Paradise City. This in the Pebble Stakes, the 3rd race on the card at the Big A. The 1, and if you want link-ups, it's 2, 3, and 6, and a small reverse there. The 1 is the big play, though, in the 3rd race at Aqueduct. Now Del Mar.
We're going to try and hit a home run here, Ralph. Does that help you?
Yeah.
We go to the 3rd race. Number 4, Rocky Colavito. For those of you who are a little younger, Rocky Colavito was quite a home run hitter back
Yes,
in
he
the day.
was.
Anyway, the 4 over the 2-6-8, reverse 2-6-8 back over the 4, but the 4, Rocky Colavito, to improve in his 2nd race, and I like him a lot.
Okay, well, he struck out in his 1st race, but he's looking to put it out of the park in the 3rd. The 3rd race, number 4, Rocky Colavito. The 4 over 2, 6, and 8, and reverse. The 4 is the key in the 3rd. And between you and our other handicappers, you guys gave us 3 pieces in the early pick 5. So that's going to be interesting, that's for sure. And certainly an early pick 4 that starts on the 3rd race. You could do the 4, 5, 4 of the 3 races that you guys gave us. And we'll try to make some money there at Del Mar and an off track. Jerry J's Power Pages for all the Del Mar and all the Big A at the Aqueduct available right now at jerryjspowerpage.com. And we just hope that everything goes well as far as the races continuing in Southern California with no delays. And now that we're drying off, stay dry and watch yourself on the roads out there, folks. It could be slick. And we'll wrap up this Sunday show by just wishing you a great Sunday at the races, etc. But more importantly, we'll see you on Wednesday. Go ahead and say it, Jerry.
Have a great race day, everybody.